Alright, so right off the bat, I've left time codes, so by all means, feel free to skip around to certain parts of this video that you find most helpful. And on top of that, everything that you see in this video is also going to be down in the description because, well, let's just face it, I'm just like that.
So much things to listen.
Alright, so tell me if this sounds familiar to you. You spend hours and hours playing Fortnite and watching countless YouTube videos about how to reduce delay and latency and boost your FPS, only to walk in game and see like 0 results. And then you get annoyed and stop attempting to spend more time researching the answers, only to repeat the exact same process like 1 week later. And then at this point, you just quit Fortnite. Trust me, I've been there too. It's okay. So in this video, I'm going to be going over methods that I used to help me with this exact same issue. Fortnite is a really complicated game compared to most when it comes to graphic settings, connection loss, and all that good stuff. Over time, people have come up with various different methods to fix these issues, sometimes without even really trying to get a feel for it themselves. But nevertheless, there are some methods that can be outdated altogether, and some myths built around the game itself that just simply no longer apply. And really quick, let me just cover a couple of those things real fast. DX11 still runs in the background of your game even if you're on performance mode. Your view distance only changes how far away you can see builds and loot, not players. If you have NVIDIA Reflex low latency, there is no need to cap your FPS. And finally, wait, hold on, back up a little, stretch res does not improve your FPS.
Shut the up. Shut the up.
Whoa. I mean, it does, just not really in the way that you think it does. Alright, so to kickstart this video, I'm just gonna start off by going over some in-game settings. So make sure you got Fortnite open, and yeah, let's just get straight into this. So first things first, once you open up your settings, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you make your rendering mode DirectX 11 first, because everything on DirectX still applies to performance mode. Crazy. So make sure you apply that and restart your game. Alright, so once you load back in here, go into your settings. And let's start from the bottom and work our way up. NVIDIA Reflex low latency. I'm not gonna get into like the nitty-gritty details of this video. I'm just gonna try and be as straightforward as possible, so just simply follow along and you should be good. NVIDIA Reflex low latency, put this on boost, okay? If you have this option, you do not need to cap your FPS. You can have your FPS unlimited. However, if you don't have this option, then it is just best to cap your frames at 240, 160, whatever it is that you're playing. All right, latency markers, all this is just preference. I wouldn't have any of these on. And post-processing, you already know, as low as possible. For view distance, I currently have it on medium. I used to have it on near, but I'd say like you're honestly really fine having it anywhere from medium to far. Maybe, well, probably not epic, but medium or far is really good. It only renders builds and loot. It doesn't actually change the render distance of players. Pretty much just preference. But all of this low, everything low, okay? Colorblind mode, optional. Motion blur, make sure you have that off. It takes a toll on your frame rate. And so once you do all this stuff here, oh, and also make sure you don't have VSync on either. But resolution, so if you're really curious on why you don't, want stretch res in Fortnite and why it's bad for your PC, I'll leave a link to a better in-depth video to that in the description, and I'll also have it displayed on the top right corner of 3, 2, 1 right now. You should see it like pop up on the top right of your screen like right any second now. Anyways, but basically the idea behind it is that you still want to have or keep your 16:9 aspect ratio. There's just a lot of misconceptions about it. In early Fortnite, it first started off, the idea behind it was to increase your FOV, your field of view, to give you more of a competitive advantage. But Fortnite got rid of that. It simply just does not work like that anymore. Instead of having stretch res, you'd be way better off just decreasing your actual resolution right here, 16:9. You always want to have that 16:9 aspect ratio. But for now, you just want to stay native. Simple 1920 by 1080 aspect ratio. And yeah, that's pretty much it for graphic settings, at least on DirectX 11. So even if you play on a performance mode, make sure you still come into DirectX 11, switch these out. And then after we apply everything, let's go back into performance mode. All right, we just load back in here. Go back into your settings. The effects from DirectX 11, it'll just be more to our preference, you know. So from here, just make sure everything is the way that you want it to be. Yeah, these are just my settings. All right, next, preference. If you scroll all the way down here to replays, make sure high quality replays, turn that off. You do not want that. If you don't use replays at all, sometimes I occasionally do, which is why I have mine on a little bit. But if you don't use replays at all, just turn them off. Turn all of them off. It's not good. These, oh hell no, I don't even know why these are on. No, you want to turn these off. You do not want these on at all. You might want to have like all of these turned off except like a couple. The ones that you mainly need are, I'd say, probably all the way down to pickup loot and then elimination feed. Everything else you don't need. Yep, that's it for settings, so make sure you apply that. All right, so moving on. The next thing that you want to do is open up your NVIDIA control panel right here. Once you do that, it should open up this lovely, beautiful prompt. The biggest change that helped me out a lot with my FPS on Fortnite was actually having this down on no scaling. Perform scaling on display, make sure your settings look like mine. Refresh rate 240, whichever your monitor is capped at. Like if you have a 144 Hz monitor, you already know the deal. And 1920 on 1080, and just make sure you apply that. Now that's the biggest thing for me. Another thing that you might want to do if you haven't already done is manage all your 3D settings. These are mine. You can just pause the video if you want and copy them, but these are about as good of settings as you can get, I believe, for the most optimal performance. But yeah, that's mine, and I don't think there's really anything else. Yeah, make sure you apply everything and you can just exit out of that. All right, so make sure you open up the Epic Games launcher. What you're gonna want to do is go down here to settings on your profile, and then settings, scroll all the way down, and you're gonna look for Fortnite right here. It's gonna ask you to put like some sort of code or something in here. I will leave this code in the description. This will help boost your FPS and just make your game run a lot smoother. It'll help things load quicker. There's just a great code app. So I'll leave this for you in the description, and just copy and paste that. I'm gonna click these 3 buttons right here, then go to options, I think. Yes. So if you don't play Fortnite Save the World, you don't need that, I guess. High resolution textures, make sure you turn this off. You do not want this on. It's actually kind of crazy. If you have this on, you're disable cosmetic streaming. It bumps up the amount of storage that it takes up. It's ridiculous, but you want to have this on. In the long run, you want to have this on right here. And DirectX shaders, you can turn these on or off if you want. I personally don't have them on. As long as you have this and then disable high resolution textures, you'll be good. You'll be fine. And then make sure you click apply. Once you do that, you should be good to go. All right, go ahead, open up your settings. Next, click on system right over here and scroll all the way down to graphic settings, and you're gonna want to flick this on. You're gonna have to restart your PC for the changes to take effect, but in the end, it should be worth it for that little extra boost of FPS. So that should be pretty good. Just do that, restart your PC, and you should be good to go. All right, so another thing that you're gonna want to do in settings is just type in here. You're gonna look for background apps right here. Once you click on that, but some of you may actually have like this whole line of all these apps just like running in the background, just soaking up all your free space like a freaking sponge. It's crazy. Yeah, just turn that off. I think that should cancel everything else out. But yeah, just turn all these off, and yeah, moving on. All right, so next up, another thing that you're gonna want to probably do is make sure that you have enough storage on your PC to actually run Fortnite. So you can delete everything in here that you don't want anymore, but really quickly, press Windows and R. Something you're going to want to do. I will display these on the screen right now. There's top 3 commands that you're going to want to know for deleting like a bunch of hidden temporary data that you just don't need at all. So for the first command, we're just going to type in temp, click OK. Continue. Everything you see in here, you do not need. I'll just select all of that and delete. And like that, everything should be wiped clean. Now for the second command, it's actually going to be temp again, but 2% on each side. Once this opens, just select everything, same as before. Go ahead, delete. Look at all this. Look at how many gigabytes. Look at that, bro. Nah, 90 gigabytes. Dude, are you serious? That is a lot of freaking storage. And I'm telling you guys right now, you do not need any of this stuff. Just go ahead and just get rid of any of this. This takes up a lot of storage. It's insane. And just like that's done. Some of this stuff is still here, and don't stress it. Some of the things you just can't delete. It's whatever. Exit out. For the third command, you just want to type prefetch. Okay. Continue. And once again, you guessed it, just delete all of this unnecessary crap, and boom, wiped clean. As you can see, we cleared up a lot of storage that was being taken up, a lot of space. So yeah, that is a really good method of just getting rid of any pesky things that are just taking up a crap ton of space on your PC. So once you're done, just exit out of everything, clean slate, and you are good to go, my friends. Another great thing that you can do to eliminate background processes, just open up your task manager, go to startup. These right here are all things that will just automatically start up on your PC. And a lot of them you don't need. I don't use Microsoft, so I'm just gonna disable that. I use any of these actually. Go through, just turn on the things that you just really do not need. And finally, another thing to do, again, if you have NVIDIA, just press Alt-Z, open this up, go into performance, and that's actually pretty good. As you can see, I have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060, and I believe my CPU is a Ryzen 7. But once you're in here, enable automatic tuning. Just give that a click. It might take a while to configure, but once that's done, it'll just overall just help your game run a lot more smoothly. So make sure everything is applied that I showed you in this video, and while you're at it, just go ahead and reset your PC. Once you all do that, just go ahead, open up Fortnite. Another thing that I actually recommend is opening up your task manager. Right click on Fortnite, go to details. You're gonna look for Fortnite launcher right here. Go to set priority. You want to make sure it's on high. Once you click that, then you should be good to go. Exit out. Once you go in a game, you can go into any game you want with the best, most optimized Fortnite settings. You can just head into any game and you should be good to go, ladies and gents. That felt really weird saying that. I don't know why. Anyways. Alright, so I'm just gonna head into a game real quick. And look at that. Pop right on my screen. Major FPS boost. That is beautiful to see. It goes literally up to like 600. That is crazy. Here, hold on. I'm gonna do a little side-by-side comparison for you. I'm gonna show you what it's like with every single setting that I applied, and I actually recorded a thing before we got started here. But yeah, as you can see, there is a major FPS difference. That is crazy. Now, after applying all the settings I showed you throughout this video, once you head in game, it should honestly it should be running super smooth. It should feel like butter, your gameplay. I hope this video helped you guys out in any way. If it did, be sure to drop a like, you know it, yes sir. If you guys have any other video recommendations, ideas, comments, anything at all, you already know what to do. Comment section below, yes sir, yes sir. And be sure to use my code M_minor in the Fortnite item shop before purchasing any cosmetics if you want to support me. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Peace out.